G'day guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. This one, as the title says, is going to be a cost breakdown of what it cost us to get here. Because, I don't know, I thought it would be interesting to some people, maybe even helpful to some others. But yeah, let's get straight into the video.
Yeah. Ooh, let's go.
For anyone who is new here, I'm Ethan, and over the last few years I built this old school bus into our home. We've been living in it for the last 9 months, I believe, but majority of that was just in a driveway. We left Adelaide about a month ago now, and we ended up right here in New South Wales, Mullumbimby, which is about 15 kilometres away from Byron Bay. Yeah, family of 5. I think that's in a nutshell where we're up to. If you want to hear the backstory, I do have a couple of videos kind of with the whole journey to get here, but the point of this video is just a breakdown of the costs. It might be super simple edit, and I am going to read off some notes that I've got here on my iPad, but yeah, if you are interested in these things, stay tuned. Just some quick context to make it make a bit more sense. This bus is a 1990 Hino chassis PMC body. The motor is an EH700, which I looked up the other day, and apparently it's got 165 horsepower, which I didn't think it had nearly that much. But yeah, diesel engine, 4-speed Allison automatic gearbox. So yeah, that's the bus. And we've also got a Fiat 500X with a 1.4 litre petrol turbo motor. So that's a little bit of context that will kind of help with the amounts we end up using. Alright, how am I exactly going to do this? I think I might just read off of the spreadsheet in order and then keep a running total. So I might put accommodation down here, and then I might put bus fuel here, and then car fuel down here, and then just keep a running total. I think that will be the best way to kind of display what I'm talking about and help you keep track. Alright, we left Adelaide on the 25th of May 2022. We got here on the 4th of June. So it took a total of 11 days. Every stop was only one night, except for one stop was 3 nights. So yeah, I'm just going to round things off as well. So I'll give you round numbers instead of breaking it down to the points, because it will get a little bit messy. So day 1, we filled up in Smithfield in South Australia for 105 litres at $2.05, which was $217.50. Then we put 16 litres of petrol in the car at $1.98, which was $33. We stayed at Big 4 in Renmark, which was $88 just for the one night. The next day we were in Majura, which I put 117 litres of diesel in the bus for $1.12 per litre, which was $250. And then we put 28 litres in the car at $1.99, which was $56.05. We stayed at River's End in Majura, which was $42. The next day I filled up in Hay for 84 litres, $2.08 a litre, and $175. For the car it was 28 litres at $1.99, which was $56.05, exactly the same as the day before, the litres and the dollars per. So that was odd that was the same. I did check we did both check the receipts about 5 times to make sure that was right, and it is. And then we stayed at Hay Big 4, which cost us $60 for the night. The next day we went to West Wyalong. I filled up the bus for 71 litres at $2.09 for $158. For the car it was 27 litres at $2.05.9, which again was $56.05. So the same price 3 days in a row. That third day the litres and cost per were different, but 3 days in a row $56.05 went into the fare. It's weird how that worked. And we stayed at West Wyalong, which was $45 for the night. And then the next day we arrived in Dubbo I filled up the bus for 75 litres at $2.07 for $156. And then the car we filled up after 3 days of driving around for 34 litres at $1.95, which was $68. We ended up staying in Dubbo for 3 nights, and I did have to top up the diesel in the bus. I put another $50 in, but I'm not including that because I don't know how many litres there were. I don't know the cost per litre. And also I did some more Ks, but I don't know how many Ks I did. So not including that, but that $50 that I put in did just top it back up to where it was when I filled up. So anyway, and then we went to Narrabri, which I put 76 litres into the bus at $2.07 for $158. For the car it was 20 litres at $2.10 for $43. And we stayed at Highway Tourist Park for $49. Next up was Glen Irons. I put 96 litres in the bus at $2.10 for $201. This was the last place that I put petrol in. It was 324 kilometres away from where we are now, and now I've got pretty much no diesel. So yeah, I kind of almost risked it to get here, but I was watching the gauge. I was going to fill up at Ballina, but ended up just getting here. But it's good because we left with no petrol, so the numbers should be pretty accurate. And we put 17 litres in the car at that stop at $1.93 for $33. Stayed at Glen Irons Showgrounds, which was $25. The next day we stayed at Big River Ski Lodge, which was about 15 minutes out of Grafton. That was $75. And then the day after that, Kerry put fuel in at Ballina, 40 litres at $1.98, which was $77. We stayed where we are right now, which is $33 a night, but we are getting it cheaper now because we are long term. We stayed here for $33 that night. So all in all, to get a family of 5 in a 32-year-old bus from the northern suburbs of Adelaide to Mullumbimby, New South Wales, which was 2,057 kilometres, it cost us $422.37 for petrol for our Fiat 500X. There was a little bit of running around in Dubbo, so I can't really work that out to cost per 100 because I didn't check the odometer before we left. But we burnt 211.63 litres of petrol in that car just to get over here, which is a fair bit, seeing as though it's a little 4-cylinder. And our average petrol price was $1.99.7. We spent $564 in accommodation for 11 nights for the 5 of us. The most expensive place we stayed was Big 4 Redmark, which was $85 a night. Super expensive, which we could have got cheaper if we had organised it prior, maybe, but we're kind of desperate when we booked that anyway. And the cheapest we place to stay was Glen Irons Showgrounds, which was $25. So the average per night cost was $51.27, which is a tad on the high side, but we're a family of 5 in the bus and the car, so I didn't think it was too bad. But I cannot wait to get the solar on, and then that would be dramatically reduced because we would be off grid a lot more. We didn't pre-book any of that accommodation. And now for the diesel for this bus to get 2,057 kilometres across the country, we spent a total of $1,306.91 on diesel, which works out to be about 63 cents per kilometre to get from Adelaide to here, which it really hurt the bank. But working it out to the cents per kilometre, I don't think it was quite that bad, but it is painful seeing that big lump sum. So yeah, this bus uses a fair bit of fuel. It's very old, and I need a new gearbox, which would have dramatically reduced that, I would assume. When I say I need new gearbox, I need new gearbox for, I top out at about 85 kilometers an hour, which is pretty high in the rev range. So if I had a new gearbox with another gear, I should use like a fair bit less fuel. So I really want to break that down though, The average price of diesel that we paid to get here, now this is probably, I think we left maybe a month after the whole war started, so prices started to go up pretty high. The average price for diesel we paid was $2.08.4. We consumed 626.55 litres to travel 2,057 k's, which means the bus uses, I haven't even calculated this number yet. 626.55 litres divided by 2,057 times by 100. This bus uses 34.45 litres per 100 kilometres. Wow. Anyway, grand total for car fuel, bus fuel, accommodation, $2,293.28. Now, with food, repairs, and whatnot, everything we spent from the 25th of March to the 4th of June was a total of $3,520.75, which averages out to be $320 per day, which hurt the bank. It really did. But we did move our whole life 2,000 kilometers across the country, so I guess it's not too bad in consideration when you think if we had like a normal house and we were paying a removalist to get us from there to here, I think that number would be a fair bit more than that. So all in all, probably, I don't know, what do you think of the figures? Comment down below. Alright, that video probably turned out a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but thanks for sticking around if you stayed around this long. I was going to work out roughly how much it would cost to do a full lap around Australia in the bus, but I think I'll keep that for another video. And yeah, if you've come this far, maybe consider subscribing if you aren't already. Like the video if you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!